Yo, what is up, everybody? Today is already day 29, I think. Let me just quickly check in my journal. So that's one of the coolest habits I've picked up. Journaling, right? So starting off at the 23rd when I was back home, and then just day 1, and then day 4 of a certain thing, and then it goes consistent every day up until now, which should be. Oh wait, what? Ah, no, okay. Today is day 29. Yeah. So I got it right, but it's been over a month since or like basically 30 days since I had to reinvent myself, and this new version of me had to become reality. And yeah, I had a lot of things to think about, to talk about, a lot of people that I talked to that helped me, and a lot of stuff has changed. So I still cannot hit the gym, and I already feel my muscles getting smaller and weaker, while also I see a bit more definition. I don't know if that's positive or really negative. Yeah, it's to be estimated, but yeah, I'm just well, they're not pills, right? Supplements, right? Vitamin D. I don't know what's called in English. Baldrian. So it's basically just um looks like this. It's to just get a bit calmer during the day whenever your mind is just going ape shit. And also some syrup for the throat, for the sore throat. And now all I can do is hope that with enough sleep and vitamins, the next 2 days should be enough to recover. The weather is really great right now, so also steps in the sunlight, always a nice addition to your recovery. Getting some fresh air, some sun exposure, really nice. And today was a really cool day, so slept enough and then did my work, had lunch with a good friend, made a few grocery shops or trips, and then I worked on the script for the bigger video. I don't know if it's going to be like super big for the end of my journey, or if it's, mid journey, like 50, 60 days. But it will come whenever it's finished, and I'm happy with the results because I will try to tell my story. And even though I am already giving, a lot of things about myself throughout these videos and these vlogs, I still feel like there is a bit more that can be said and can be explained. And yeah, so today, just something that's been keeping my mind busy is reinventing yourself and struggling with your own identity. And I feel like whenever you are compared or you compare yourself to someone else with similar things and interests, then it's more of who really are you? What do you want to share with someone that you technically don't have a connection to, but somehow are in a really scuffed way connected to? Who do you want to be? What are your priorities? What are your interests? What are hobbies? And what are your dreams? And I, for myself, now after a month of reflection, and I'm still not done, and there is still a really big and long way ahead of me, I have found that while, I have some niche but cool interests like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I'm just a big nerd overall, and I had a really cool round of Hunt on Sunday. It's like this extraction shooter, but it's set in the 1700s Louisiana. It's super fun, and I play it with my boss. I can maybe just show a short clip right here. That's really funny. Hier, on me. Er ist runter, er ist runter, er ist runter. Ich stech dich ab. Komm her, du. Dich stech ich ab. Der hat schon einen Schuss gefressen. Wo ist er? And I am interested in the niche things while also trying to get back into competitive bodybuilding, not by myself, but I'm really interested in the sport. I mean, first of all, you have like the era of Jay Cutler, Coleman, Lee Priest, and who else was there? Rule, of course, and just the big players, and it's super interesting and super cool to watch and learn from that. And then you have modern body building with like Ramondino, with Urs Kalczynski, Samson Dauda, and so on and so forth, right? And it's just very interesting. And I am just trying to navigate my life through those interests, through things I want to do, and through things that I want to shape me. Because if you have a certain niche interest like gaming, anime, being a nerd overall, to be honest, because I at my core am a big nerd, is not a bad thing. And I feel like if you are judging people off of their interests, of their hobbies, of stuff they read, stuff they want to learn, then you're a pretty sad person overall. And it's just that for me, I have to find this fine line between what I think is okay and cool, and what's just, a bit too obsessive, where I start not giving enough energy and attention to what matters the most. And I felt like I really have been in that swamp with gaming and nerd stuff, and I know that it must have sucked for her to just, sit on the bed while I'm gaming like 6 hours during the evening, and I know that was wrong. And now touching a game is really hard for me, because it's just this, if I wouldn't have been such a nerd, then maybe it wouldn't have happened. But it does not matter, right? Because it happened anyways, and you have to move on. So I am trying to pick up the guitar again, right? So my Cabalasta arrived actually, which is kind of cool. So you use this to just pitch up the tune if you go for 1 or 2 frets. I think, for example, Wake Me Up in September by Green Day has quite the high capo, so you're playing it in the 3rd fret actually, and then also got a few plex with the cap that I cannot find right now, but that's whatever. And yeah, it's hard to reinvent yourself, because now it's more of an active pursuing and really looking in the mirror. And you really have to ask yourself, hey, so you're doing this right now, and you're doing it in this kind of manner, in this type of manner, and you're doing it like that. Is that really what you want to do? And is this also the way you want to go? And you just become super hyper self-aware, kind of like you're always thinking on a meta basis, right? So whenever I'm starting my PC and maybe playing a few rounds of Master Duel, and just firing up that normal Samurai No Heart special Kid Kalos and let's go, I'm like, is that really who I want to be? Is that what I want to do right now? Is that what's my priority right now? And what deserves my time? And I think that it's okay. It is okay in a healthy manner. And right now, life for me is all about finding the right balance between pursuing nerdy hobbies like gaming, animes, whatever it might be, and then pursuing other stuff like, of course, my health, fitness, playing guitar, uni, trying to make money because I just want to make it and I want everybody out there to reach for their dreams. And if your dream is to reach heights that make you afraid to look down, then please go for it because it's your life and you're worth it. And finding yourself is never easy, especially not if you have to actively pursue it, if you have to confront yourself. But at a certain point, after enough questioning, you just have to do it. You grab life by the balls and you just squeeze them hard enough so that life will scream at your face, and then you just pull life right into your face and you just say, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do this now. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do it. And I'll find my way along the way. And yeah, that was my TED Talk for today. I'll just go out for a walk on some more projects, maybe play a bit the Isle because they finally added the T-Rex and I'm super hyped. And one last flex because this is a really cool shirt. So, yeah, I already look small, damn. Yeah, stay healthy, find your way, and be non-apologetic about the things you love and about yourself. Bye.